3, 2, 1. Scene 1, take 1.
And we're back here on the Discovery Show. I'm your host, your boy Pete, alongside
Alec.
And this is the Discovery Show. Today we're with the co-founder and CEO of Simba Clothing, Tanveer.
What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? Tanveer Vasdev here. How's it going? Happy to be here.
Hell yeah.
Happy to be here.
We're
I'm
no
happy
longer.
that you made us a meal.
Yeah, that's really.
That was very nice.
So for you people who didn't enjoy the steak with us, we just got done cooking steak. Well, Tanveer did.
Yeah, it was actually all Tanveer.
Yeah. We just kind of sat back and watched.
Everyone helped out. Everyone did their share. I swear.
You did a good job, though. I'm happy that I wasn't running things in there.
9.7 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, it was a skirt steak. Did it with smoked paprika, salt and pepper. Okay, pro tip. You need to cut skirt steak against the grain. You get a much tender slice. So it turned out very well. I'm glad everyone liked it. It was smiles all around.
Yeah,
I swear.
everybody enjoyed themselves. Also, what was the sauce?
Yeah.
It was a chimichurri sauce I'd made like a couple days ago, and so then I mixed like avocado in there as well. So it was like got some more body and texture. It was good. Like you had to make sure it was right. Make sure it was right with the skirt steak.
Did you come up with that recipe, or was that just?
I mean, like I know salt, pepper, and smoked paprika go well together. So it's like, but like the avocado and the chimichurri sauce, like that's something I thought of like today. Like as we had the dinner, like oh, should mix that.
Yeah.
You cook a lot, right? Like,
Yeah, typically like most nights, like I live by myself, so like I'll just cook like dinner for myself. And,
What is mom? Make it a good meal.
might as well. It might as well be a good dinner, like not just like.
See, I just eat shit food from other places every night.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my
Had
strategy.
Taco Bell earlier. Terrible choice.
Talk
I
about
had McDonald's earlier.
Thanks.
rep.
This is not looking good.
Just stomach, man. I just can't do that stuff because like my stomach is. I really know I had like my body would tell me.
Yeah. I feel you. So Tanveer is, I guess you can count yourself more as like a creator, definitely, of a lot of the Simba Clothing gear that comes out. I know you do a lot of the making, the physical making itself, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Do a lot of the with Simba Clothing. Like I pretty much run the whole thing as far as production, creation. I work with a lot of people for it. It's a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoy it. I've been really getting into like sewing one-on-one pieces and being able to make one unique garment, and that's like where I'm able to have really hands-on activity with the clothing, and I enjoy doing that. So, and opposed to like getting it outsourced and not being able to handle the garments that you're making.
Mm-hmm. And then, what was some like early like inspirations that got you into the clothing game? Kind of wanting to.
Really, I think about a year ago I got into the clothing game, and like I think it was rapidly changing. I mean, the trends from like the early 2000s to the end of 2010 was like completely changed. Like you see like Lil Wayne rocking the oversized bait outfit, you know, like everyone's wearing fitted, something different. And so I thought that was a lot of fun, and I had an eye for fashion, and then that just like developed over time as I really dedicated myself to Simba Clothing. So
I feel like creating clothes for me would be so hard. Like, what's the first thing when you're thinking of a new piece? Like, what's the first thing? Is it the color? Is it the material? Is it long sleeve, short sleeve? I don't even know.
I mean, I have an idea like, oh, I want to make a hoodie or a t-shirt, and sometimes a design will really fit a specific garment. Like, say like a certain chest print, like, oh, that's gonna look really good on a t-shirt, or like that embroidery. I know it'll look better on like a crew neck opposed to like a hoodie. So like kind of as I come up with the designs, like I know what kind of where I want to put it. But really, it's like I like thinking of really interesting fabrics to use, stuff that people haven't seen before, and like using what's been done, like traditional screen printing, in a new way. So how can I make a product that people haven't seen before? And that's like where it's really creative for me. It's like solving a puzzle.
Gotcha. No, I like a puzzle. I like
That's good. Yeah, that's what, I mean, that's a good way to put it.
Where did you develop your sewing skills? Is that something you just picked up?
I started over the summer of 2017. It's like a sewing machine, and then eventually got a sewing machine and embroidery machine. And over winter break, I was like, I'm gonna teach myself how to use this. And so I did a bunch of sewing, a bunch of embroidery. I was able to embroider my entire January drop all myself just by teaching. And so self-taught sewing.
That's cool.
Self-taught sewer, I guess I am.
Were you good at it like right away, or did you fuck up a few things first?
It was not pretty. I definitely was like, yeah, I can't sell that because that's a Frankenstein t-shirt.
So how have you started developing the brand as a whole? Like, what are some things the brand has been doing lately to expand?
So right now it's just marketing strategies, and I'm trying to find really new marketing strategies and also carve a huge identity for the brand. And to do that, I've really gone back and reflected, like, so what is Simba Clothing? And so the name Simba is a tribute to my parents and family's African heritage. And I really want a lot of like power in my clothing, and I want the clothing to really like inspire people, because there's a lot of different messages you can send the clothing. I think if you send a positive one, it's just like your overall like approach is going to be good, opposed to like being too emotional or also creating garments that are timeless. That's a huge thing. Is you want to make something that's popular now and it's going to be trendy and fashionable for the next 10 years. Because a lot of people will just make something that's, I know there's certain designs are in right now, let's make that sell. So that's something I'm trying to push for now, is really create an identity for the brand.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you feel like not only here but the clothing industry as a whole, do you think it's like pretty overcrowded, or?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I know a lot. It's really easy to enter the clothing industry, and I think there's a lot of talented people in the clothing industry. But at the end of the day, if your product is unique and it sells itself, you kind of will filter to the top or kind of filter through. And so that's why I think it's really important to invest into your clothing product and really try to create it as best as possible, because that way it's going to sell itself and you won't have to hype a product up that's not going to be not going to deliver.
So another big thing that we've seen Simba be a part of is definitely the hip hop scene around here.
Yep.
As in the entire picture of hip hop. So who are some? I've been seeing images on Instagram, I think, and stuff. Who are some bigger names you guys have been partnering
So
with?
a lot of musicians that are coming up there's a huge connection, between fashion and music. And so we're trying to kind of utilize people that send the right image and kind of are in the positive my mentality that Simba Clothing is. And so we work with artists such as Swag Hollywood. We did a show here with Young Gravy, as well as Sui from he's from California. He's rolls like Will Skies and those guys. And so I mean I think what's nice and it's a good feedback is through a variety of hip hop artists, our clothing is popular. And so that's kind of showing, that's really good feedback for me, saying okay, so people that have different styles like to rock our clothes. And then it's great to see like, oh my god, someone rocked that shirt, and I never thought like people would rock the clothing like that. And so I'm glad I'm being well received in the hip hop community.
Maybe what is like one big surprise that you've had with that? Like that you saw somebody wearing it.
I mean, I've been one specific memory was I was in like an econ lecture, and the girl sitting next to me, or like in the couple rows ahead of me, like came in with like the blue crew neck on, and I was like, nice. And didn't say anything. Like
that's awesome.
I was like, nice. Like that's a good feeling. And like I've seen it around campus, and like, okay, like we're making like it's just good feedback for sure.
You started making clothes in your dorm room, correct?
Yes, the first few shirts I was printing in my dorm and in my apartment, and I try to be involved with the creation as much as possible, because like I'm really enjoy making clothes, and so I want to be part of every step of the process.
So you just had like a whole operation.
Yeah, a one-man operation would come print all the shirts out.
Was it like loud or anything? Were people like, damn it, Tanveer's
He's making clothes again.
I mean, I try not to do it at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, once I got my own place, then it was like all bets are off. Like I will be printing at like 2 o'clock in the morning, the press will be going, sewing machine's going, and like.
That's actually an interesting thing. When do you work best? When do you do your best?
I'm a morning person, and so when I'm balancing school and everything, I'll get up and like that first like basically 2 hours before the day starts is where I'll like write down all my stuff for Simba and really plan like, okay, this is what we want to do, and my best designs are then too. And so morning person, definitely.
Research does show that people are way more creative and way more awake in the morning. So
that sounds just like a cheap ploy to like make kids be more responsible.
Go to bed. Go to bed on time. I mean, I go to bed at a decent hour, but like if you just get up and start your day, like.
I'm so bad at it.
Yeah, end up sleeping all day.
Well, it's because I do things like watch Drake, Ninja, and Travis Scott play Fortnite.
Had to bring that up.
Yeah. That's what the times.
How long did it last?
They played till 3 our time.
What was that quote? Can we get the quote?
Which one?
The one about him calling out Drake. He called out God's plan.
Oh.
That was cool.
Well, Drake said God's plan plenty throughout the night, but there were a few times.
What a great marketing tactic.
Yeah. Well, it is because he's just talking to a bunch of high schoolers and college kids.
Yeah.
Like that's really.
Oh, play with Drake. We gonna put.
Yeah. He
put it right on.
one time he revived Travis Scott, and Travis Scott was like, "Thanks, God's plan." And, there was another one. He jumped from the battle bus earlier than he was supposed to.
I don't know.
This is. I'm aware how nerdy this is, but. It sucks because you two are like the only 2 people in the world that don't play it, and our engineer, our audio engineer. Only 3 people.
I don't have time to play video games. Like, no disrespect. I mean,
I feel personally attacked.
I mean, I just don't have time to sit down like an hour, 2 hours, sit there. Play the game. When I don't know.
It's addicting, dude.
How have you kind of seen that like transform into the success of this brand? Like how much time that you really do put into it?
Oh, I mean. People want to ask like, how do you grow really quickly? There's no secret recipe. It's you get in what you put in, and so you get out what you put in. And so it's like, okay, if I could treat this like a full-time job, 40 hours a week, I'm going to start reaping the benefits, and you enjoy doing it. So it's a positive cycle. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I'd say like I treat it like a 40-hour a week job. I mean, take it seriously and get the work done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself like taking this on full time once you do graduate?
So I'm a pre-med student, and I want to make sure I fulfill the path, and I'm able to run Simba Clothing like effectively and still balance school. And so hopefully, when the time comes and like pre-med paths continue, I'm able to run Simba Clothing in whatever career path I take and keep it on the side. So that's why I think it's really important to have a really strong foundation, like business foundation, and so you're able to change like styles and structures of your company.
Yeah.
What's been like your favorite part of this whole process? Because you really started from the floor.
I think, honestly, I think the best part is the process of creating the clothing, and like that first time you get the clothing in, it was like, wow, like this is awesome. Or if you see like, or when I like post something, people respond like, "This is awesome! I cannot wait to cop." It's like, it's like shit. Like wow, like my shit, like my clothing is dope, and people like it, and that's just.
Yeah, I mean it's literally coming from here, like your own brain.
Yeah, I mean I have a really great team of guys that I talk to, and we make sure that like I'm able to like get feedback on the designs and like everything that we do, because at the end of the day, like doing it by yourself is really difficult, especially a clothing company when there's so many components to. You run a business as well as shipping, inventory, how you do your accounts. It's nice to have like people you can talk to and rely on for a company.
Now you're originally from Rochester, Minnesota. Yeah. So is that where like most of the team is at, or are they?
Yes, yeah, they're and then like I'm trying to get really integrated in Madison too. So working with Madison photographers, you guys, and Strange Oasis, and so I'm really just trying to like get integrated into wherever I am and create an infrastructure, and so everyone can do well.
Have you tried to like reach out to places like Chicago and?
Yeah, a lot of my since like I'm kind of held back with school. One thing I really want to do in Chicago is get my clothing into stores there. So like a brand like a company like RSVP, which has got like brands like Yeezy and Off-White in it. I think it would be a good fit for Simba, and like also establishes where we want the brand to be. Because I don't want to be in just like the everyday like local shop. I want to be in. I'm in Neiman Marcus. Okay, wow, like a lot of influential people shop there. So I think it all goes back to carving an identity for the
Yeah.
company. And so I'm going to really make that clear that we have like really quality products and stuff like that. Make that presence.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's a fearless mentality.
Yeah. So I guess that is the positive energy that Simba Clothing brings.
What was your choice to kind of deem it to be fearless clothing? Like what kind of message did you want to send with that?
So like I said, the brand is named after my family's African heritage. And really the kind of themes and like emotions that I got from like naming it that is like the mentality that immigrants should have in general in order to succeed, and that kind of do or die mentality, which is seen across, like, you don't have to be an immigrant to feel that. And
Right.
I definitely want that message of positive energy, like I can do anything in the clothing, and really empower people who wear it.
If you could go back and tell yourself some advice now, when you very first started,
Yeah.
what would you tell yourself?
It's deep.
I would say,
I wanna-
I like it.
emotion
I like
here.
it. Yeah.
honestly, I would say don't sell yourself short. And I mean, just kind of like be like, I'm going to take on this entire industry.
Mhm.
And I'm going to put my foot down. Because I think it's, especially when you're coming into a new industry, you kind of like make a lot of mistakes, and you need to have like a really strong foundation and like mentality going into anything. And that's something I wish like I had earlier, would help me grow the brand a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So really, you didn't start in a garage like
Apple.
like Apple, but you started in a dorm room. I feel like in today's day and age, it's no longer garages; it's now
apartments.
dorm
And
rooms.
I mean, I think Simba Clothing is a great platform. I've got a lot of other stuff to do. I want to do. I'm really interested in like nanotechnology and integrating a medical techwear. And Simba Clothing has gotten me into the clothing industry, and my passion for medicine and science, I'm able to integrate both and create a product like that. And so I guess that's a sneak peek of what
Yeah,
I'm
this is
coming,
what's going to
coming
peek in the
soon.
future.
Yeah. We don't even have to ask you where you're going to be in 5 years.
We already know what
Working.
the future's telling.
I will be working.
So it started in a dorm room. You've now built it into this strong company, not only in Madison, but you've definitely branched out within the Midwest. We've seen your integration within the hip hop industry. So there's a lot of good things coming for Simba. Do you know when your next drop is?
I cannot say yet, but it's going to be fire. I'll tell you that. It's going to be a lot of new stuff we've never released before. We took our time with it and really took the time to create some quality products. And you guys will know when it's coming. I'll tell you that. You'll know.
And where can people go and follow you to kind of get that?
Clothing_Simba on Instagram, but you can find everything SimbaClothing.com, which is pretty easy. SimbaClothing.com. Type in Simba Clothing into Google. Hit us up. Done.
They got a lot of great one-of-ones that I've seen
Yes, sir.
that I've almost bought because they're pretty dope. So definitely watch out for them on the rise, and they're definitely coming up in the clothing industry. Again, I'm your boy Pete.
I'm Alec.
This is the Discovery Show, live from the Simba Clothing factory, as we call it.
Studio.
The Simba Studio.
The Simba Studio.
New Simba Studio.
New couch, same message.
Yeah.
So we'll see you again next week.
Take care.
Yeah.